Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I saw a video basically just like this by a YouTuber that is also going through infertility and has PCOS as well. I will link her video below. And I thought, this is such a great idea. There isn't a lot of information on the side effects or responses that people have on certain medications and what it does to them and how they felt and X, Y, and Z, that I figured I should put my experiences out there too, because you never know. I do want to disclaim that obviously I'm not a doctor. I don't know if that's obvious. Maybe it's not. Maybe I look very medical-like, but I am not a doctor. Don't do anything to your protocol that your doctor has prescribed unless you speak to he or she about it. Don't just like listen to me and be like, well, Candace did this, so I'm gonna do it. Just don't do that. So always consult your doctor on whatever changes you need or want to make. Okay, so I have been on Metformin for 1 week now. I can't even believe it. I'm gonna say some kind of TMI stuff here, so if you get real weirded out about people talking about really graphic personal things, then you might not want to watch this. But I do want to share this because it is real. I do want to be really transparent on how my body responded to Metformin, because I just want you to know that that's what happened. And if you're about to take it or you're experiencing something similar, maybe you can feel a little sisterhood with me. So there you go. Metformin was originally designed to be a medication for diabetics, and I do believe they also have prescribed them to women with breast cancer. The benefits of Metformin for someone who has PCOS is pretty cool. Metformin can reduce your body's response to insulin at a cellular level. So your body produces less insulin, which can stabilize your hormonal levels and lower your blood sugar. One thing to note about Metformin is it can disrupt your body's absorption of B12 vitamin. So it's very easy for someone to become anemic on this drug. It can also plaque our blood vessels, causing a heart condition, which is kind of a more extreme long-term side effect of long-term use of this drug. Sorry if my lighting is odd. I just purchased a new lighting system and my ring light is flickering like crazy, so I do apologize about that. So the start of my Metformin journey was not a good one. I was prescribed 2 500 milligram pills twice a day, which is a lot, right? That's 2,000 milligrams a day. Going from nothing to that much, that's a lot. My doctor talks really quick, and I was really nervous about my appointment, and she basically told me to start out halving the dosage and building my way up to the full dosage. I completely forgot that when it came time to start my medication, and I started out strong. 2 in the morning, 2 at night, 2 in the morning, 2 at night. I did that for 3 days and I felt like I was gonna die. I'm not even kidding you. I had the world's worst diarrhea, vomiting. I was vomiting constantly. It was so bad. I had like a racing heart. I had horrible headaches. I was super dizzy, like really dizzy. I just felt I felt so awful, just really bad. So I decided to cut down my prescription after I like gave my appointment more thought. I'm like, wait a minute, she did tell me to cut it in half and build up. So now I'm doing 1 in the morning and 1 at night, and I'm gonna do that for a week and then do 2 in the morning, 1 at night. Do that for a few days and then build up to 2 in the morning and 2 at night. A few things I have noticed is that if I take my Metformin on a very high dairy meal, so I do eat a lot of dairy. I am doing a keto diet. I'm in the beginning stages of my keto diet, and I know there's a lot of different opinions on the right diet for PCOS. A lot of people think and say that dairy can exacerbate your polycystic ovarian syndrome, but I'm trying to do really good, wholesome, like organic grass-fed dairies, along with a lot of really great lean proteins and vegetables. So I'm off sugar, I'm off carbs, and that's kind of my deal. So I had a smoothie the other morning, and man, did that hurt my stomach. Again, diarrhea was awful. I have never been one to have like I don't have IBS. I don't have like intestinal or digestive issues at all. So having diarrhea feels like horrible for me because I'm like not used to it. I usually have a pretty regular constitution and I don't ever have like bowel movement issues. But wow, this is the part that's gonna get kind of personal and a little TMI, so be prepared. The diarrhea was so frequent and so intense that I developed anal fissures, and anal fissures are real painful. Also never had that happen to me before. They're essentially little superficial wounds on your butthole or your anus. I hate both of those terms, but on your bottom, okay? Let's just say bottom. It's been painful, so I've had to really take care of that. Coconut oil is your friend. So that has actually gotten completely better. I'm no longer bleeding anymore, which is really nice, since I have cut my dosage in half. I know that's kind of like TMI to like give that information to you guys, but I want you to know that happened to me, and it's the ugly side of trying to conceive. I do still have sometimes some diarrhea, sometimes some stomach issues. After the first few days, I no longer threw up. I have had a few dizzy spells here and there. I don't take a whole lot of medication normally, so I knew that I was gonna have issues. I just knew it, you know. I just felt like, you know, this is Candace's reality. So I was kind of expecting that. So that has been my experience with metformin so far. I'm trying really hard to eat very, very, very dense protein meals when I do take my metformin. When I have meals like breakfast, normally I don't do smoothies because I don't usually want to do fruit in the morning. Sorry, there's a hair. I just happened to do that one morning. But typically when I do breakfast, I usually fry like 2 or 3 eggs, depending on how hungry I am, either in Kerrygold grass-fed butter or coconut oil, depending on what I'm feeling. And then I always have a cup of bulletproof coffee, which calls for MCT oil and or coconut oil with grass-fed butter, a little heavy whipping cream, and stevia. I also like to put collagen and protein powders in my bulletproof coffee so I can get a really protein dense meal first thing in the morning. And when I take my metformin with a very high protein meal like that, I literally have no side effects, no dizziness, no nausea, no diarrhea, nothing like that. So that is something that I'm trying to kind of figure out. I'm trying to do more of like my lunch as the less protein dense, even though protein needs to be like my main source of energy and fuel. So I'm trying to do really heavy breakfast protein and really heavy dinner protein. So that's kind of what I'm finding has worked for me. I will basically take my metformin until I'm not sure how long I'll take it. I don't want to take it very long. If like I don't get pregnant this upcoming cycle, I might adjust what I'm doing. I'm not really sure because I don't want the long-term effects of metformin to be an issue for me. But metformin is going to help trick my body into lowering my blood sugar, which if my body can lower my blood sugar and my insulin resistance, then perhaps naturally that could be the one thing blocking my body from growing fully mature follicles and then thus ovulating on my own, which would be amazing because that's just my issue. I don't even have cysts on my ovaries, like at all. I'm still polycystic for whatever reason, but I don't have actual cysts on my ovaries. So I'm not really sure exactly. I just know that I'm a mild case. So I'm hoping this one little thing may actually just push me over to the edge of success, but we'll see. So once I start my cycle day 1 of my next period, I'll go in for a baseline ultrasound, start my Clomid. They will monitor me and hopefully I will grow large enough follicles. I will do an Ovidril or a trigger shot, have timed intercourse. We're not going to do an IUI this time around. Like I mentioned in my last video, we're going to just try the old-fashioned way, and we may implement this item called the stork. Talked about a little bit more in my last video. Again, if you have used it, tell me below. Tell me what your experience is, what your thoughts are, because I want to know them. That is my experience with metformin. If any of you guys have taken metformin and have had success taking it, please tell me your experiences down below in the comments. Let other viewers know kind of what you went through too. I think that'd be a great way to be a community. I hope this was informative. I hope that this answered some of your questions about metformin. Again, my experiences may be completely different from your experiences, and that's okay. Just learn from me and listen to your doctor when she's like, yo, start off really slow and build up. Because I didn't. I just went in balls to the wall, taking all these pills, and it just really was horrendous. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here, and don't forget to like this video if you did, and hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. That way you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.